Last week, I went to an event by Representative Bowman. It was an event about violence in the district. This comes a week after a place a block away from me was raided for drugs. 5 people were murdered, and the FBI is still on the hunt for many of them. I went to go and see what the representative had to say. The representative undeniably knows what violence is from a very young age within his district and knows what needs to be done about it. What needs to be done about it is more familiarity, more mingling, as Michael Smerconish says, so that we understand one another, not just through a screen, but through personal interaction. But his rhetoric is not conducive to that. His rhetoric is about further divide, ceasefire without returns of hostages. His rhetoric is all about reparations. That's not exactly a unifying message, not in his district. He's in denial that AIPAC is a grassroots organization that represents over 4 million Americans. And their interest is in getting for people like him who call for anyone but Israel to have self-defense. How come when Riverdale was redistricted out of his district, he decided to vote against Israel in the House? How come with every opportunity he gets to run towards the squad, he does so? I was personally in touch with his office the day before President Herzog was going to speak at a joint session of Congress. His office relayed the message to me and said because Israel struck a Hezbollah shipment in Syria, violating Syrian sovereignty, he wouldn't attend? What kind of excuse is that? When he had to be arm-twisted into voting for Iron Dome funding, which is purely defensive. Why was that even up for debate? At the end of the event, I approached Representative Bowman and I told him, the reason why I know you and have this relationship with your office is because you were open-minded enough to attend a trip by J Street to go and visit Israel, see it for yourself. True, he saw it through the leftist perspective of J Street. J Street are mostly good people with good perspectives on the Israeli-Palestinian conflict. While he did go with J Street, he did get to see Israel through his 2 eyes. But I told the congressman you were open-minded enough to go. That was when he had a Jewish community within his district, or a big one at that, and now he doesn't. I wonder if he'd go on that trip now, given the people he's affiliated himself with and the rhetoric he's espousing. He told me as an educator he would keep an open mind, but to tell my people that criticism of one state is not anti-Semitic. I told the representative, when you only criticize one state, and it happens to be the Jewish one, it sure is. I went, I attended, I kept an open mind. If you go ahead and look at his Twitter of that event, you'll see my half of a face. You won't see the group picture we took afterwards where I wore a hat saying, "Stop anti-Semitism." Representative Bowman, I can't wait for you to be voted out.